The word hope stood out to me this year because a lot of things were looking like they weren't going to work out, and that was really hard for me. I was losing friendships, and I was losing a lot of things that I was depending on for the next couple years of my life. That I think I started to feel hope again, though, when God told me, he's like, hey, you know there's other things you can do, right? It's not just robotics. It's like, I learned a lot that it's like the adaptable. It's not the weak or the strong that stay, but it's the ones you can change. And I think I learned a lot through that, and because of that, I think hope was a large part of that. The hope that I can change and that I can learn to work with my surroundings than to let my surroundings determine myself. I think I'm learning how to stay dependent on Jesus and not to turn to other things, because those things change. I'm learning I don't think there's necessarily like a bad choice, just like a learning choice. Unless you like want to kill someone, that's bad. I mean, like academically and personally, it's just things you can learn and grow from. And I think that's also what I'm learning success is about. It's not like the accomplishment you make, but what you learn from it, how you can grow from it, and what you do with it is your success. And that's what I'm learning a lot this year. My name is Hira Warner, and my year has been a journey of hope.
The best part of 2020 for me, I would say, was being able to leave the nursing facility after being there for 5 months. I would define hope as being that, there is a chance, there is what you dream for can and will happen. God gives us that hope. Jesus Christ, what he did for us and graced us, even though we don't deserve it and we didn't earn it, but God, loves me very much, and he is my everything. Because, I don't know how people do it without him. And, I was just in a dire situation, and I could have died. And he healed me like really fast in a hospital, put me in a really good place. And then I just saw those wounds heal up, just kind of before my eyes, and then there's just really, I can't put into words how happy I was and grateful for the Lord's healing ways and his love. I am Francis Dennis, and this year has been a journey of hope.
My definition of hope definitely changed. Going into 2020, I would have told you that hope was, thinking positive mindset. I feel like my understanding of hope was clarified by the Lord. I was in a mental state where I just felt like I didn't know what to believe, who to believe, from a scientific perspective or medical perspective. There was so much information coming back and forth that I didn't know where to, I was overwhelmed, and I had a vision. The Lord showed me a hallway with a lot of people making noise on both sides of the hallway, but they were gray, like it was blacked out kind of. I could just see the silhouettes of the people, and at the end of the hallway was a door, and he was on the other side of the door, and he was like, just focus on me. I am hope. I am light. I am the answer. They don't have the answer. Both, like all this noise, that's not the answer. I'm the answer. And that's where I felt like, oh, this is what hope is like the voice behind the curtain, the the big picture behind what we can't see. It was more of like an idea that, yes, the Lord gives you hope. And this idea came into fruition because we have to exercise that hope. You know, we have to in order to survive, you know, in order to have a smile on our face and know that everything's going to be okay. Not just like, oh, positive affirmations and it's all going to be good and dandy. It's like, no, man, it's real now. And he is the all we have. Hope is, sounds so cheesy, but the word that keeps coming to me is alive. Hope is alive, you know, like that's all I hear when I think of the sentence, hope is alive, like he's alive. Yeah. I'm Andrea, and 2020 has been a journey of hope.